Hello, Keris Hawkins from Metal Science Technologies. Today I'm going to introduce to you our latest innovation. This one in the case of brush design, which we just released at the NMW show here in Australia. Now these brushes, we call them the tip brushes. They are generally about twice as long as the regular brushes, both ours and most competitor brushes. The biggest difference is that they are rigid throughout and just the tip is soft. So they're rigid throughout. The regular brush, as you can see, if you put that down, it splays and it's quite soft. Now with our brushes, our new tip brushes, they are rigid throughout with, as I said, they are soft on the tip, so they can form to a weld very, very well, and they don't require a shroud or a sleeve. Now the beauty of it, having the rigidity for the most part and the soft tip, means that you're still getting that microscopically smooth finish out of the soft tip. And as the brush gets used up, it'll slowly wear down with the soft tip remaining throughout as you wear it down. Okay, so we'll go through and have a bit of a clean with it now. The biggest point across that we design these brushes is that when you have a shroud or a sleeve on a lot of competitor machines on their brushes, you dry out the brush very, very quickly, because solution has a difficult time reaching the whole entirety of the brush. And also the shroud and sleeve type of systems, they can burn the shroud and sleeve, which can also cause toxic fumes. Okay, so obviously we don't need that with this brush. The main thing is that when you're using it, you want to dip the entirety of the brush into the solution. So I've got one here ready to go. So we'll just hook up the weld sample, and you've got your tip brush here, and you just want to dip it in the entirety of the solution, the entirety of the brush, and as you can see, it holds its shape very, very well without the aid or the need of a sleeve or a shroud of any type. Okay. And there we go. As you can see, there's been no splay outside of the welded area with the tip brush. Now the biggest thing with this brush is to get the longest life out of it. As I said before, it's twice as long as most brushes on the market, so you're going to have an exceptionally long life with these, but you've got to use the right technique. So the first thing that, as I touched on before, was you have to dip the entire brush every time that you go to reuse it. Now what will happen is, if some people dip just the tip of it, you'll get it'll warm up too much in that area, and it can start to potentially flake off in a small little chunk, kind of like that. Okay, now all is not lost when that happens. So you've got the option too, if you do get some of these little flakes that come off, you can simply just get a pair of side cutters and cut off the section that's splayed and continue to use the rest of the brush that's still rigid. If for some reason that you have this type of splaying for a whole section of the brush, you can just use the side cutters to remove a whole section of the brush and continue to use it with still the rigid section available. So they're the main points to get across with these brushes. Like I said, they will last a very, very long time compared to existing brushes without the need of a shroud or sleeve. The only other thing to mention is that when you go to use it, particularly you don't want to have any of the side of the brush touching the welded piece or the work piece, because you basically cut the brush at that point. So you only want to use the tip and never the side, and make sure you dip the entirety of the brush for each pass. Okay, so if you have any questions or you want more information on purchase numbers and purchase codes for these brushes, just email us through our website, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Thank you.